Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Covering both sides of the big issues with the analysis you trust on News Radio 1040 WHO.
Interesting story I came across about a woman who joined Facebook in San Francisco in 2017. She's an evangelical, and she was very reluctant to share her faith with her new colleagues. However, within a week, her Facebook colleagues had invited her to a lunchtime Bible study, and she's now leading a Christians at Facebook employee resource group. So are we now entering an era where employers see the expression of your religious faith as an important part of being a good employer? Let's talk this over with Javier Pérez, a legal expert with a wide range of experience, including employment law and workplace harassment. Javier is on the Davison Family Dentistry Newsmaker line. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You know, sometimes these debates, they seem to swing to the extreme where people are saying, let's not have this open expression of religious faith in the office because it might offend other people of other faiths. Is there a fine line that can be walked on this, Javier?
I think so. And it really all comes down to respecting people for who they are. And so long as nothing about participating in kind of religious activities is required by an employer, employees are free to kind of exercise their religion at work and be their true selves.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, Javier. Have you seen any kind of swing in this in workplaces in the last few years? I mean, you'll always come across a story where there's something extreme that happened in an office, like, this employee was forced to take a cross down in their cubicle or something like that. Are we finding more of a middle ground on this issue in your experience?
I think so. I think, the cultural kind of shifts that we've had in the last 5 years or so, definitely since COVID, has kind of been more accepting, and religion is not so kind of taboo a topic. They're closely held beliefs of people, and that's who they are in the workplace, and deserve to be respected.
Yeah, and so is there a fine line an employer should not cross? I heard you say earlier, like, you can't make it some kind of, or give the impression that it's a requirement of the job. Am I right about that?
That's right. So the line in the sand really is an employer cannot condition or tie your employment or a promotion or certainly fire you because of your faith. And that includes, you can't require employees to participate in religious events and activities.
That makes sense to me. But Javier, are we going to have a problem where, if you're working with a fellow employee and like they're very outspoken with their faith, is that more of a human resources matter, or does that cross over into the legal realm, or offices are just going to have to work it out?
Yeah, I think, this is an area where the law is kind of limited in terms of what it can do. Kind of office culture or workplace culture, being respectful of other people's beliefs, and certainly, controversial topics and that sort of thing in the workplace are really more a management issue than they are a legal issue. Mm-hmm. But I think we are seeing a trend that's kind of more accepting of people for who they are.
He's a legal expert with a wide range of experience, employment law, workplace harassment, my go-to guy on this topic, Javier Pérez. Javier, thanks very much for talking to me.